Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today's video, it is nothing I've ever worked with before. It is an acrylic kit by Modelones. They sent out this kit for me to try, post about, review, but mind you, I'm not a nail tech. I'm not a nail professional. I'm a DIYer. So if you are watching this and you're a nail tech or a professional, or you've worked with acrylic before, please be gentle because this is my first time. And we're gonna see what a hot mess express this is gonna be. So I'm just showing you guys all the items that came in this kit. It's a pretty miniature kit in my opinion. It came with 3 acrylic powders, a clear, a white, and like a nudie pink. It came with an acrylic brush and the monomer and some forms. So these forms are smaller than any forms that I've bought, purchased, used in the past. They're like really miniature. Of course, I think all other forms are extremely large for the size that I usually use to extend my nails out to. So hey, maybe these forms would be nice for tiny nails. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and read the instructions because I've never done this before and I think I really need to figure out what I'm doing before I start doing it. And thank goodness they provided pictures along with their instructions because sometimes even your imagination will not work just by reading the words. So since this is my first time using any type of acrylic product, I'm going to be using my fake finger, demo finger from Red Iguana. It's really awesome for trying out new things that you don't want to try out on yourself. So what I'm doing is I'm using a base balm liquid from my dip powder set to apply a nail tip onto my finger here so that I don't have to use the forms, because unfortunately forms do not stick really well to the finger because of the material that the finger is made out of. It doesn't stick well, so it's just easier for me to add a tip so that I can just do this whole thing on a longer nail. I'm going to take my nail cutters and trim this down to a reasonable length so I'm not sitting here all day applying acrylic to the nail. And I'm going to trim the sides to taper in the nail. If you guys want a shaping tutorial on how I like to shape my nails, I'm going to link one here for you guys. I have a specific shape that I've kind of been like going towards the last 6-7 months now that I really like. So that's what that video is on in case you're curious. So the instructions say that I have to prep my brush by dipping it in this lid because I don't have a dampened dish. It wasn't provided for me. I don't own one. It's not in my collection of things I have. So you're supposed to put the brush in the dampened dish or the lid cap, whatever you want to call it, and kind of get all the bubbles out of the brush, I guess because it's a very fresh, brand new, never used before kind of brush. There's going to be some bubbles, and I did see some bubbles come up, so I guess that's helpful. And what I'm going to do right now is kind of swatch the 3 powders that I have. Of course, I'm not familiar with like liquid to powder ratio, so if it looks a little dry or too wet, which it's looking kind of dry, please don't mind me. So this is the pinky nude. I feel like it's more on the nude side than the pink side. It's very natural, very light. And this is the white one, and that's looking pretty chalky. And then here is the clear powder, which I guess it's great to encapsulate my acrylic before I file. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the instructions step by step. Of course, I have no clue how to use this brush or this product, and if you see me fail tremendously and horribly, please give me a little like slack. I'm new to this. I'm definitely interested in seeing, like, I've watched acrylic videos before in the past and you like see people do really cool things like flowers and stuff, and it's so amazing, but maybe one day. I think I'm supposed to be holding the brush kind of flat and parallel with the nail bed. I'm trying. I don't know how y'all get this to like flare up over by the cuticle and the tips. Oh, made a dent right there. Let me flatten that out. It doesn't dry incredibly fast. I thought acrylic was going to dry faster than this. I guess I'm wrong, so that's a surprise. But it's looking kind of lumpy right now, so I'm going to go add a little more liquid. I don't know if this is like polygel, where polygel, the more liquid you add, the easier it is to manipulate. It's probably not. I'm probably doing this so bad. If there's one thing I do know about acrylic is that I know that you're supposed to wipe your brush on a paper towel often. I guess you don't want the powder to settle into your brush. I don't know the reasoning behind that. I should definitely do more research on that as to why you have to wipe your brush on a paper towel often. I just know that's a thing, so I'm doing it. And of course, I'm using my finger to just, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm at this point, I'm open to critique. I'm open to criticism. I'm open to advice. If you've got it, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you've ever used acrylic before, I don't know if it's this monomer or all monomers, but this shit is strong. I am having a hard time breathing right now. I totally understand why nail techs wear masks now, and I had to go turn on my fan to get some air flowing in this room because this shit is strong. I don't know. Maybe I just need a new monomer. Who knows? Maybe Modelones just makes a really strong monomer. Who knows? So yeah, if you're sensitive to smells, especially like dip powder liquids, I would not suggest you use this product. Just a thought. So if you've made it this far and you're cringing at my application, don't worry, I am too. So now that it's dry, I'm going to try to be like everybody else on YouTube that I've seen do acrylic and cap it in clear. I don't know if this is how you do it, but I know that my apex building skills were very weak this go round. So who knows? Maybe capping it in clear would help build an apex. I don't know. So I don't think I used enough monomer on my brush because this is kind of patchy right now. I'm gonna try to fix whatever disaster is going on. Maybe it's the clear acrylic. I'd rather say it's user error than product defect. I don't think the product is the issue. Maybe the brush, I don't know. If you've used acrylic before, I would really like you to answer this question. If you can, I would appreciate it. After you dip your brush in the monomer and you kind of like wipe off one side of the brush, are you supposed to tap it on the paper towel? Because the instructions say if there's too much liquid on the brush to like tap it on the paper towel, but maybe there isn't too much liquid on my brush, and me tapping it on the paper towel like I've been doing has just been hindering me in this application. Like it feels kind of dry when I'm handling the acrylic. I don't know. I've seen enough videos on applying acrylic in God knows how many years I've been doing my own nails at home that I thought it was supposed to be like more wet. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but yes, wet, moist, whatever. Anyway, so I'm just going to shape this nail because it needs a little help, and I'm going to file and buff the top nice and smooth, and then after that I'm going to top coat it with a gel top coat. All right, I am pretty much done. Like I said earlier, the apex, if I was to critique myself, the apex needs a lot of work, and I think I have to work on the bead ratio, like how wet the bead is supposed to be. I forgot, what's that called? Liquid to powder ratio, that's the thing. Anyways, so here's all the products I used. If you're interested, I'm going to have it all linked below. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching me on like my first time journey using acrylic for the first time ever. And again, like I said earlier, all tips and tricks are welcome. And I do not recommend this monomer because you will choke. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Please be sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos.